Hey everyone, it's LB here. Too Fat Too Furious did another tag video, and so I thought I would do the tag video. I will link theirs below, but here are the questions that they answered, and now I'm gonna answer for you. Number 1, if animals could talk, which would be the most rude or most annoying? Wow, so I went to the pet store with my son on Saturday, and there was this cute kitten there, and she was just meow, 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 meow the whole time. And I was like, oh, I love her, but I think that might get a little annoying. So I think cats have, or can have, somewhat of an attitude, and they can be kind of noisy, so maybe they would be the ones that would be the most annoying if they wanted to get on your nerves. Number 2, what would be the creepiest thing to say while passing a stranger on the street? Oh man, I don't want to hug a stranger. Hear my dog. So maybe if someone walked by me and said, hey, can I have a hug? I'd be like, no. Social distance, my friend. So that would be kind of weird, but I'm sure there are plenty of comments people could have that would be strange as they walk by that could be offensive or irritating or just make you go, what? Number 3, if you were arrested with no explanation, what would your family and friends think you have done? Oh man, I guess it depends on where I am. If I'm like out partying in New Orleans, maybe I'm gonna do something, public intoxication or something stupid. I don't know, I've never been arrested. This is a hard one. I've never been close to being arrested, but I have been pulled over for speeding. So let's go something along the lines of speeding, even though if you know me, I don't even drive that fast usually, but maybe something in that realm. I'm not really sure. Number 4, what animal would be the cutest if scaled down to the size of a cat? I think an elephant would be super cute just because I love elephants. They never forget. So I like that part about them. But I think that would be really cute just because a huge animal that's way bigger than a cat when they're born, to see them down in that tiny size. And the other one would probably be a giraffe just because, again, like imagine how little tiny their body would be with their big old long neck trying to all make it cat size. Number 1 choice would be an elephant, and number 2 would be a giraffe. Number 5, what old person thing do you do? So my husband used to joke about how the old man on the porch with the fist of fury when kids are speeding by. I think now that I have kids, I'm probably that way too. Like if someone's driving fast down my street, I would probably give them the fist of fury because I don't want them driving fast down the street because I have kids. So maybe that one, shaking my fist at the young people driving too fast down my street. I don't know. I also feel like sometimes I squint and I'm not really sure why. I think I need to go to the eye doctor is probably why. But you know, like little old lady, like, what does that say? Okay, so I'll go with my fist of fury and squinting for my old people habits. Ooh, number 6. What did you think would be amazing but turned out horrible? Man. I'm just gonna go with I can't answer this one. Cop out. I am a person whose brain works. Like if something bad happens, I just don't think about it. I block out bad experiences. I try to be positive about what I remember. And so I can't just sit here and think about when I had a bad experience because my brain just doesn't want to go there. And I know that's not a fun answer, but that's just honestly how my brain works. I just can't force myself to think about something horrible. So sorry, I know, not a good one, but maybe you learned something about me with that answer. And now, to interrupt the current flow of this video, I'm coming at you many, many hours later with number 7. I was watching someone else's video on this tag and realized I had missed a question. So here I am coming back at you with number 7. What do you do if you can't fall asleep but have to? I'm pretty fortunate in that I am a head hits the pillow and I'm out kind of person. And if for some reason that isn't working, then the other thing I go to is I start journaling on my phone. So I'll just start typing, and as I'm thinking about my thoughts, laying in bed, I'll close my eyes and let my mind kind of wander with those thoughts, and it usually knocks me right out. So there you have it. Back to earlier in the day before the makeup was all saggy and when my hair was down and all that, and back to the rest of the video. Number 8, do you know how to pump your own gas? Yes, I do, which is very common for people in the States who drive cars. So yes, knowing how to pump gas is a normal thing here. I've done that ever since I could drive at 16. Number 9, what is one thing you can't leave home without? This answer has changed, or maybe it's a both thing. It used to be mascara because I have blonde eyelashes and I hated going out without mascara because I always felt like people would look at me or ask me if I'm sick or that kind of thing. And now, instead of mascara, I like the fake lashes. I will say either mascara or lashes, but something to give me full dark eyelashes, because that's what gives me confidence and makes me happy. Number 10, what is your favorite quarantine activity? So for me, I am extremely fortunate that my family has a travel trailer, because we still got to take a great 2-week vacation this summer, which is the longest vacation we've ever taken as a family. We've had good times going other places, so I think the fact that we have the travel trailer and we can spend time as a family doing that is really great. We also have a piece of property, and so we can go up there as a family. There's no, you don't have to worry about anything. It's just our family, just us on our place. No rules. But I really enjoy that because it seems like when we're doing those things, the current problems of quarantine in that world are nowhere near us because we are outdoors together, loving life, loving each other. So I guess I have 2 favorite things. One is going to the property and the other is taking trips in our travel trailer. Number 11, can you swim? I can doggy paddle. I don't really know the proper moves to actually swim, but I don't drown, if that makes sense. My boys are good swimmers though. Where we live, there's a lot of water around us, and I thought that was an important life skill to have, so I've made sure my boys are good swimmers. My daughter knows a little bit, but that's one thing that's kind of set us back, I guess, in the past year of being home so much, is that she's behind on where I think she should be for swimming. But we will catch up. I guarantee that. Number 12, can you ride a bicycle? Yes, I can ride a bicycle. I used to ride my bike to work even. It was 2 miles each way and I loved it. I've actually ridden my bike 5 miles each way, but that's because I didn't have a car and there was no other option. But I have leisurely ridden a bike 2 miles each way to work also. And it was a 1-speed, like not even anything serious when I did that. It was so much fun. I had a basket and a little bell and streamers coming off of it. Loved that bike. I can ride a bike. That doesn't mean I've done it anytime recently. Number 13, can you wink? What do you think? I can wink, yes. Woohoo! Number 14, can you drive a car? Yes, I can drive a car. I obviously do it pretty frequently just based on where I live. I live in Houston, Texas, and so it's a very driving kind of city where you need to drive a lot. I can drive a stick, I can drive an automatic. I've never pulled our travel trailer in my husband's big old truck, so I haven't done that, but I have like even pulled a U-Haul or smaller things. So I would say that yes, I can drive. Number 15, can you play an instrument? Not really. My dad was a good trumpet player, and so he had given me a cornet when I was a kid, and I played around with it a little bit and learned a few songs, that kind of thing. And then as an adult, I took some piano lessons with a keyboard that I bought, just because I wanted to kind of expand my mind and explore and just see if I liked it. So I took piano lessons. It was a lot of fun. But I stopped doing that just as life changed and I moved and that kind of thing. And when I moved back, my piano teacher wasn't there anymore and I'm like, okay, whatever. So I've dabbled, but I am not skilled at all in playing music. And there you go. That is it for this tag. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Got to know me a little bit better. If you have questions or clarifications or you really want me to figure out something that turned horrible, can't guarantee I'm gonna do that, but let me know. It was a lot of fun, so thank you to Nikki G for coming up with this and for tagging everybody. So along those same lines, I'm just gonna throw that out there to the world. If anybody else wants to do it, I would love to see your answers. And I look forward to seeing more from everybody else.